All right, a big complaint about snare samples is they always sound the same, and you can hear who uses them. You've probably heard me complain about this before, and about people complaining before, I guess. I don't. That's totally up to the user, and anyone doing real drums and using trigger has about I don't know 958 billion opportunities to come up with something unique for the sake of being unique, if nothing else. And I think that's a goal worth pursuing, but it's really irrelevant. What's more worth pursuing is what the song calls for. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about automating a snare sample in. And here I got something from Slate Trigger. Let's listen to that. Just the snare here. Look, there's even a bad one in there. No one notices on the mix, it seems like. I didn't. Okay, so what that in itself is a boring, relatively lifeless, robotic, awful existence, I guess we could say. And I'm cool with that because of what it does in context of the track. Now, let's check out this song. Starts out kind of rocking. Well, you can. Here's my automation for the snare drum, actually. It starts out kind of rocking, and then we go real soft. And we get a little bit louder. We escalate just a little bit in a kind of a pre-chorus kind of way. This song has a different kind of structure than most. But then we kick the crap in, and we get loud again, and then we back off. You can tell exactly what's going on here. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. I'm using this snare for what it's good for anytime I need it, and then when I don't want that sound, I just back off. So this whole sample thing becomes you can easily personalize this. You don't need to be overly creative to make your own sound. So let's check out what I got. Listen to my snare on this loud part, and then it's going to drop way down, and let's see what happens here.
Up a little bitty scheme, once in a lifetime dream.
Okay, you can tell it obviously was this big chunky snare thing, or relatively big, I guess. It's maybe not the best snare sound in the world, but we're rocking pretty hard, and we got a pow, 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 and then we back off. Guess what? I back off too. So let's take a listen to this snare transition going from the loud to the quiet. Now that I've got it up in idiot level here.
Up a little bitty scheme, once in a lifetime dream.
And that is one alternative sound. In modern rock especially, it's very common to have kind of a relatively quiet verse with the drum still just but for this particular song, that didn't make sense to me. And so as you'll listen here, watch me yank it back down to get about wherever I had it. I'll just use my ears here.
Up a little bitty scheme, once in a lifetime dream, had a plan in place.
And there it is. So by taking the time to automate the snare sample, we can get exactly what we want at any given point, or at least we have a tool that gets us closer to that goal. Looking at this tool as some kind of a limited thing that you don't have control over, or that'll just kind of, homogenize your mixes into, what the establishment says, follow the path. That's all bullcrap. It's just a gadget. Use it when it makes sense, and don't when it doesn't. But don't be afraid to use your balls and your brain or whatever tools you have. I don't know if I have either of those really, but use it to your advantage. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.